Okay, so good afternoon class. In today's video, just and it's not something that is difficult. Once you just understand the technique, you're good to go. And but if you've never subscribed to my channel, click on the subscription button so you can actually get awesome updates like this. And so let's get straight down into business. I just want to confirm that people can hear me. That's what I need to confirm first. Just um, okay, good and fine. So we are live currently, and okay, so let's get straight to trade. You will understand why I said trading futures is not something difficult, and why I said it's something very easy. So you actually have the market over here, and then you can view, we have spot, we have futures, we have margin, and all that, and then you can slide, we have n. So basically when you want to do a transfer, you want to see all you have in your wallet, you can come over here, the prices, all these places that start, you'll be able to see the amount there, and then you'll see your total worth. That's overview. When you click on spot, you'll be able to see the amount you have in spot at this place. And then when you come over to okay, sorry, I think I just need to share the link to some persons. Okay. So when you come over here to overview spot funding margin, you can actually see your various types of wallet, and you can just simply slide, move from and all that, and then it keeps sliding. It's as simple as that. So in the course of this class, I'll be showing you how to simply trade futures without much ado. But before I do that, one thing is very key: the same analysis you run on spot is the same analysis you do on futures. I won't go into technical analysis, but I'll just show you how you can actually take your trade. And I so much believe that if you have understanding of spot trading, you can as well be able to flow with futures trading. So when you go over to, so we're going to pick any particular coin. Let's type make use of BTC BUSD. I click on that. Now once our graph floats up here, for me to see this, I pinch it with two fingers, and I can expand it with two fingers. So I want to see what our graph looks like. Now usually we know that BTC, once it touches around 90,000, tends to pump up to 22,000, but this is on a 1 hour time frame, and so you need to understand what your time frame is. This place here is 15 minutes time frame, and then here is actually 1 hour time frame. Now 15 minutes is more likely showing there might be a dip, or it might come down, or it might pump up again. It's mechanical analysis. Okay, so Binance has done this in a way that if you shrink it too much, it changes to line. If you expand it, you see the candles with two fingers. You can be able to see the candles. So this 15 minutes time frame up here, this is 1 hour, this is 4 hours, and this 1 day. So what this simply means is that for every single candle that you see, every candle here represents 15 minutes. This red one that you're seeing here represents 15 minutes. This every one or every single candle, this one that is so long green here, represents 15 minutes. Now, when you take it to 1 hour time frame, by clicking here, what it simply means is the candlesticks have actually been reduced. You get it? So 1 hour candlestick. Now all of them now is a one full candle now represents 1 hour. So if I want to know what happened in the last 12 hours, I might need to count these candlesticks: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then I can actually be able to say, okay, so this is what happened 12 hours ago in the market. With this, you can easily anticipate things. So if you look over here, you will notice that on this side here, that there's actually date and there's actually time. just by you choosing any point. Like I chose this point, and so it's telling me, okay, this is the point you chose. Oh. So if I choose this other point now, I can move it to the point where I want it. Once you choose any point, the date and the time for that particular place where the candle was, or what really happened around that time, you can easily see it. So that this is telling me that on 16th of July by 2 o'clock. So 2 o'clock from 7:50, you can actually say that's about 5 hours ago. It's almost 8 o'clock. That's almost about 550 hours ago. Or about this is exactly what the price of BTC was. So you can see it here that by 10 o'clock in the morning, this is what BTC, the price of BTC. It was open and high and low and close. You get that? So it actually tells you now the candle, the top of the candle, the bottom of the candle. Let me just expand this a little. Now the bottom of this candle actually reveals to you, okay, this was the lowest point in a 1 hour time frame that this candle got to, and this is the point at the highest point at which you got to. Now the point where you see that is thickest, that point tells you the point at which it exited the 1 hour time frame. If you are looking at the 1 hour time frame candle, it simply means it usually looks from 12 to 1, and then from 1 to 2, from 2 to 3, that kind of thing, interval of 1 hour. That's exactly the way the candlesticks function. So now I've actually explained to you the way the various candlesticks work and all that, and so it's not something that is difficult. Then we have 4 hours candlestick. We also have 1 day candlestick. Usually you make use of a 1 day candlestick. All these things are actually used for you to have a larger view and for you to know what the trend in a particular coin or cryptocurrency is going to hold for you. So looking at 1 day, it then means it's going to be very easy for me to go back and say, okay, you can see I can easily go back and say, okay, so what actually happened 5 years ago? I can easily go back here. So you can see in 2021, look at here, 21, Bitcoin was actually around 10,000. On 29th of September 2020, Bitcoin was around 10,000. And now we are seeing almost the same thing happening again. BTC is actually trending downwards. There seems to have been a downward trend following from this point downwards. So, but so far so good. We've noticed here. So far so good. We've actually noticed here that, okay, yes, BTC is trending downwards, and then after a while it seems to gain some kind of support. It gained support around 42,000. Look at it here, 45,000. It gained some solid support there, and everybody thought, oh, BTC is going to pump after that, but lo and behold, it dropped down again, came down to 23, has been gaining support. Currently it seems to be gaining support around 21,000. That's where the current trend is, which means maybe after a while or so it might still drop downwards. It's possible we might likely see Bitcoin touch up to 17K and then gain another support, or drop down to I'm noticing there actually seems to be a particular kind of trend with these drops. So I don't know, it might still continue, it might not continue. Maybe probably in the next 1 or 2 months or 3 months it could still drop down again. You could likely see such, or it might consolidate around this region and still pump upwards. But nevertheless, the truth is, it's possible at the end of this year we might never see BTC rise. So now, having understood, I've explained to you how what your candlesticks are. Now you can also take 1 month time frame. Why do we do all these things? The reason why we do all these things is simply because we want to have a clearer picture. We want to have a clearer picture of what our candlesticks are saying. With this, you can easily be able to anticipate, okay, what's the projection I'm looking at for this coin in the next 1 month, in the next 1 year. You want to have a clearer picture. That's what you're really looking at. So over here, I come over here and click. And you click on more, you come over here and then you click on 1 month. So when you click on 1 month, you can see this gives you a perfect clear picture of what BTC is. And so it's very much possible BTC could receive support around here, and then from here we could pump upwards or could probably drop downwards. You can even see there was a point at which BTC was 1008, which Binance began to record 1800. They began to record BTC. So somebody who is looking at a very long term will likely see this happen. Now, take note, when trading sports, now on the aspect of sports, when trading sports, yeah, your market is all about bullish. Bullish, 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 bullish. That's your interest when doing sport trading. So spot trading, it's all about you buying at a low price. It's all like you buying at a low price and then waiting for the market to go upwards. So let's say, for instance, somebody who bought around 1,800 will currently be on profit even as Bitcoin has hit 21,000. Now, so you see that it's all about you knowing, okay, where can I buy cheap? Where can I buy cheap? And then wait for the coin to rise. You don't have to wait for 1 year before you take profit. No. Let me drop this thing down to 4 hours time frame and give you examples. Look here. Now look at this point. If I bought around 18,900 and price rise currently rises up to this point, of course I'm already on profit. I can decide to sell off at this point. I can decide to wait, hoping that BTC will still rise back up to 22,500. But you must understand that no coin just keeps rising and rising. There will always be ups and down. Look, it rose up to this point here. And then what do we see next? It still came down again. To keep going up and keep going down. Understanding this principle is what is going to help you. Remember, on the aspect of sports, when making use of spot trading, all you do is to buy at a low price where you anticipate market is going to be, and then allow it to go up, and so you can sell. So I can decide to do day trading, pick a price in the morning, and then maybe by 12 or 11 the price might have gone up, and then I sell off. It's as simple as that. Okay. So let's see something here. Now, you'll be wondering why I'm actually going. You'll be wondering why I'm actually going through all this stress. Everything about futures trading revolves around spot trading. Everything about futures trading revolves around spot trading. But I just want to get the concept that in spot trading, what everybody's looking out for is that they want the market to go upwards. So what do we do here? Simply put, the next thing we'll come over here to do it. That reminds me, I even have a particular coin. Anyways, I've given up on most of those coins. But okay, so what do we do when trading spots? First and foremost, you need to understand that you need to have a particular coin for you to be able to trade spots. So if it's USDT, you need to have USDT. If it's BUSD, you need to have BUSD. Whatever coin it is that you have, you can easily trade. When you want to trade, you simply have to go over to market and then you choose the particular coin you want. Market is where you can search for any coin you're looking for. I can come over here now and search for link, LINK, and then I click on link. So once you see link, you click on link over here, and then this for spots. Cool. I look at the market on link. Now I might anticipate, okay, link might likely pump upwards and then touch 6.76. But though if you wanted to buy link, I would have advised you to buy link around this region. You can see where my line is. That's where I would have advised you to buy link. But right now, it's possible link might still go up or still drop down. Now remember that this is actually a 4-hour candle that we're looking at. And if this is a 4-hour candle, there's a great possibility now. If I was to draw a line from here, sorry, I don't have the access to draw anything here. Let me see if there's, okay, aha, very good. So if I was to draw a line like this, I'm anticipating that link might likely fall. Link might likely fall down. Though after a while it might pick up and then bounce back again. So if link is to fall, it could fall up to this point. If link is to fall, it could fall up to this point. So yes, so exactly, good. So link could drop down up to this point and then maybe do another bounce back again or something, maybe to meet around here and then do another bounce back. So that's actually the trend for 4 hours candle. But even if link was to rise up to these other points, let me delete this stuff. Even if link was to rise up to this point, up to here, well, it could actually take probably 2 or 3 days before that will happen, because I'm looking at a 4 hours candle. Since you know that each of these candles represents 4 hours, 4 hours, so you can now extrapolate for 4 hours, for 4 hours, for 4 hours, for 4 hours. Remember, there will be ups and downs before it will finally reach there. So with that, you can be able to anticipate. Now, one of the things about trading is that you must be willing to have patience. You shouldn't be in a hurry. Once you take a price, you've bought a price, you just anticipate where the price is likely to go up to, and then you just anticipate where the price is going to get up to. So once that happens, you tell yourself, okay, please, I want to sell my market at 6.8. Usually, if I wanted to sell on spot, I will not go and sell at 6.840. I will sell something below, maybe 6.8, look, watch the market, and then all that. What I'm saying so is that usually there are someone, if majority of persons are putting 6.8, you put something lower, you will take your profit and leave the market. At that stage, most persons will start selling. So it doesn't get to the point whereby you yourself, you cannot be able to sell off. And then the whole market comes crashing down again. And then you have to wait again before it bounces back up. So that's it. Now that's for spot trading. So you understand the terminologies of spot trading, you're good to go. I think maybe I'll just take one little trade. I want to trade with a 15 minutes candle. Um, Let me look for a good coin. I will just enter in on. Let me see BCHUSDT. This coin, it's too risky. Okay, I'll use it to do an example first. I don't know if I have let me see. Okay, I think I have some USDT. So now take note that when trading spot, you just come over here, you search for the coin, the amount you want. Let's say BCH. If I wanted to trade BCH USDT. Now you see there's BUSD, there's USDT. If you have BUSD, you can make use of BUSD. If you don't have BUSD, you can make use of USDT based on what you have. You can buy on P2P and then fund your account. So of course this market is likely to still go bullish. uh hmm, Looking at this, it could go bullish, but at the same time, if I'm looking at what has been happening to BCH for the past previous times, it has been coming down, coming down, coming down, meaning it could drop further. But I'm going to just show an example of how to buy. First and foremost, you have to come to what's called trades. Market is where you do your coin selection, and when you come over to trades, trade, because I've already chosen BCH USDT. So I'll simply do it. I'll just come over and analyze my markets. Sorry, I'll just come over, look at my market. Now, when buying, I'll go back to that later, but let me explain something. When buying, you can choose the amount you want to use in buying. You can tell yourself, okay, I want to buy with 25%, I want to buy with 50%, I want to buy with 100%. You can choose all that. Or you can simply type in here, this place, you can type in here the amount of USDT, maybe 10 USDT, and then you choose a price. If you use limits, when you're making use of limits, limit simply means that when you're making use of limit simply means that you just have to you touch any of the price that you want. I'm going to explain this thing very critically because this is very important. Now, limit simply means that you choose a price that you want to buy. If the price is not there, you can type in your own. But when looking at this place, the green people are actually people who want to buy. The red ones are the guys who want to sell. So let me put it this way. The green ones are the guys saying green in your traffic light means go, right? These ones are saying, Omo, we believe very, very well that the market is going to go upwards. Do you get it? That's what they are saying. They're saying, we believe so well that the market is actually going to go upwards. And so these guys are so diligent waiting. So what some of them do is that they come and put a price and they are telling people, okay, oh please, oh, if you want to sell your asset, oh please come to me and sell your assets. So they are saying that please come to me and then buy your assets. Come to me and sell your asset. That's what the green people are actually doing. So every single time they are doing this, and it's obvious that so so every single time that you're doing this, it's more like these guys are saying they just want um they just want someone who can be able to, they are willing to sell to them, they're willing to sell to them, but at the same time they are willing to sell to them, but at the same time, okay, I'm sorry, let me start the explanation all over again. Now, the people on the green side, what they are simply saying is, they are saying, please bring all your assets you are willing to buy. That's what green is saying. The red ones are saying, We want to sell our assets. That is what we want to do. We are not interested in keeping anything. We just want to sell. As simple as that. So these green ones, they put a price. They said, let me tell you, if you want to sell your assets, me, I'm willing to buy your asset at 208. Another person is saying, I'm willing to buy at 208.6. And that one is saying, I'm willing to buy at 208.7. Another person is saying, I'm willing to buy at 108.8. Another person is saying, I'm willing to buy at 108.9. Now, it's now left for the people who want to sell, for them to choose where they want to sell their assets. Do you get this? I hope you actually get this. Now, if you understand this, sorry, let me just check on the class and ensure that people are following. Okay, good and fine. So, if you want to for now, so you've seen exactly what every single person is saying. Okay, this is the price we want to buy, this is the price we want to sell, and all that, and a whole lot of things. Good and fine, it's not a problem. So it's not left for you to choose. Do I want to sell to this guy? Not I want to sell to this guy. Who do I want to sell to? Of course, everybody wants the highest bidder, right? Good and fine. So these ones now the people selling. So these guys are saying, this is the price me I'm going to sell. Oh, this person here is saying, I'm going to sell at 109. I'm going to sell at 109.1. I'm going to sell at 109.2. I'm going to sell at 109.3. I'm going to sell at 109.4. I'm going to sell at 109.5. If I want to see more persons in this trade, now I'll come over here. You can see there are persons who are saying, we're going to sell at 110, we're going to sell at 120, we're going to sell at 130, we're going to sell at 140, 150, and all that. This is the price people are also willing to sell. At the same time they buy, we are still saying, people are saying, we want to buy at 50, we will buy BCH at 50, we'll buy at 60, we'll buy at 70, 80, 90. The option is left to everyone. Everybody has a right to choose where they want to be. So once you've understood this, good and fine. The next thing you need to know is, okay, if this is the way it functions, you on your own, you can come and put a price where you want to buy. The issue is, if market is currently at 109, why will some persons have the mind to put their price around 50? The reason why anybody will decide to probably tell BCH that they want to buy BCH at 50 is because this person believes that BCH is going to drop down to 50. So for any reason, even if they are not online and BCH drops down to 50 USDT, what they are saying is that, let BCH just drop. If for any reason it drops down to that price, instantly, automatically, they will be able to buy BCH even if they are not online. The reason why somebody will put a price to sell at 160, it simply means the person is saying, even if I'm not online and the market rises up to 160, please allow me to take profit and exit the market. It's possible that person buys at 100, buy BCH at 100, and wants BCH to rise up to what? 160. Even if it takes up to 1 month, the person does not care. All I know, I've fixed my price. Please, Binance, just sell my BCH to USDT the moment it gets there. Why are we making use of USDT? USDT is a stable coin. When I get to futures, I am not going to explain this concept. If you can grasp the concept on spot, you've grasped it on futures. That's why I'm taking time to explain all this. Now, so what do we do? Let's say I want to buy 10 USDT worth of BCH. And because I want to buy it at current price, market price, I'm going to click on the red guys, because if I click on the green one, my trade will be delayed. But if I click on the red one, my trade will be immediate. But if I click on the green one, it will be delayed. Now remember that when you anticipate that a market is supposed to fall, you have to go and click on this place to go to the candle and see what BCH is saying. This place, that's where you click. So I'll click on it. Now, let me show you something. If for instance, when BCH was around 113 up here, somebody decided to put a buy around 95.2, it then means that the moment price drops down to 95.2, your order will not be executed. Your order will be left pending. And I'm going to show you how to do a pending order. Currently, BCH is at 109. So let's say I'm anticipating that BCH is going to drop down to let me just pick any price, maybe around here. The price here is what from, if you look here, you see it here, 107. So I'll go and click on buy, which is at the bottom here. Click on buy, and then I'll click 100 and type in my price. You can see here I'm typing a price 107 because BCH current price is 109. I'm buying at 107. I want to buy just $10 worth, or let me make it $11 worth. So with this, it then simply means that once I do this, I click on buy BCH. Success. Now look here. It shows me what limit buy. This order has not been executed. It is what pending. If I go to my wallet now, I will not even see BCH. So the order has not executed. The order is still waiting, and so I just have to wait and all that. If you look here, look at open orders. BCH is in open orders. It has not yet entered. So you can see that I have no order history here because BCH has not yet been executed. So I've used $10 to actually show you an example of how to buy a particular coin. You can anticipate when a coin, if you anticipate a coin is going to go down, you just come down low and then you buy it, and then you wait for the coin to rise up. Because you cannot say because BCH is currently at 109, you can enter the market now. If you enter the market at 109, if you're trading on spot and the market begins to dump from that point, you definitely make losses. You will definitely what make losses. Sorry, let me just confirm that what's going on the group. Just give me a moment, please. Okay, so back to um so obviously we are seeing here that we are seeing here that now we are seeing what okay, so I've shown you now that this order has not yet been executed. It is pending. It's just like when somebody wants to sell a car. Maybe he has a Mercedes Benz and he wants to sell his Mercedes Benz. So what does he do? Very simple. He just goes over to he puts the car out there for sale. It doesn't mean somebody has bought the car. Your car is out for sale does not mean it has been bought. So that's what we're seeing here on BCH USDT. Now, so I chose a price, and so the trade has not executed. I can easily come over here and cancel that trade. I'll click on cancel and cancel the trade. The next order I'm going to do, for the sake of this class, I'm going to buy BCH at 109. Do you get me? Just so you will know. So I'm going to buy BCH now because I want to buy immediately, and because I am using limit order. I'll click here 109, and then I write in $11. So it's going to give me 0.1 what BCH. Once I click on that, I have bought BCH. Now, how do I know I bought BCH? The moment I buy BCH, if I go over to sell, I click on sell. Sell is the red one, and I do 100%. You can see it here, 10.9. I bought 11 USDT now, right now. So once I click on sell, my coin is actually available here. So it's now left for me to go over here and say, okay, since I bought at this price, it's possible that BCH will likely rise to 111 point 113, and then I can just anticipate, okay, let me look at something close. I can decide to sell the coin at I just want to sell before it. So I'll sell at 112. I'll click down here, go over to sell at the bottom. And then since I have BCH, I click on 100%. And then I'll write the price. I'll type in the price here. So I'll type in the price. I'll write 112. Now see, if I'm to sell my BCH at 112, I will gain 11.2. Remember that I bought my BCH at what? With $11. So I'll be gaining 2 cents extra. 20 cents extra. That's what I'll be gaining. I'll be gaining 20 cents extra. Now, so I'll just click on sell. Once I click on sell, take note that you'll see an order here pending. So anytime BCH rises to 112, instantly I'll take profit, and then my money, my BCH will be sold to USDT. So we have what is called limit order on spot. We have what is called market order. We have what is called stop limit. We have trailing stop.
and then OCO. But for the course of this video, I will just teach on spot limits and market. Now, market is just the way market functions is the price. Like now, price is 109. If for instance I wanted to buy, if for instance I want to buy, I will just have to type in the amount in dollars that I want, $11, and I click buy BCH. Instantly, the coin will be bought. Do you get me? The same thing, I already have BCH. If not, I've already put a pending order for BCH because there's already an order for BCH. If for instance I'm scared, the market has started dipping, I need to sell off my assets immediately, ASAP, I can make use of market order. I can make use of market order, and then I can come over and just click on sell 100% of my BCH. Well, first and foremost, I have to cancel BCH order here. Once I've canceled the order, I'll then click on sell BCH. So once you click on sell BCH, immediately your coin or your assets will be sold off and your money will be exchanged for USDT, depending on the pair you've chosen. If it's BCH BTC you use as your pair, it then means that your pair will be exchanged towards BTC. So good and fine. I believe that you're following me. So the next thing we're going to look at and we're going to see here, it's now let's go back to sports limits. So how can you, okay, I've shown you how to sell on limits. Even if you're using limit and you want to sell immediately, you can still come here and choose a price. At the same time, you can type a price you wish to sell. Maybe you want to sell something close. Instead of 1.093, you can write 1.09.4. That's your own. Or write 1.0. If you get it, you can write your own price and then you choose, please, 100% or 50%. Just say 50% means you'll sell half, 25% means you'll sell 1/4 of your asset for that particular coin that you're using. So we've actually seen how to make use of spots, how to make use of markets and all that, and we've seen that this thing is not difficult at all. If you have questions, you can always drop it in the comment section, or you can do your due diligence and drop it. Okay. So let me just check briefly. Let me see how many persons on YouTube are following. Okay. Let me just be sure if there's any question anybody has to ask. That means we're actually good to go. So the next we are looking at, I've shown you, okay, I'll show you one other thing, and I'll be showing you spot limits. Now, spot limit, how does spot limit function? Spot limit is actually, it functions now. First and foremost, take note that on limit, there are two things you see here. One is you have amount in BCH, and then you have USDT. So when you decide to make use of stop limits, what you simply have to do is sorry, just a moment. Okay, so sorry. Okay, so next now you can notice now that there are three things here, three lines. One is limit and then one is stop. So the stop is more like you setting a stop loss. What a stop loss simply is you're trying to say, okay, please, I don't want if for instance, let's assume, oh sorry, just a moment. Seems like I might have to close my Binance and open it back again. Now, everything I'm trying to explain here is very crucial. If you understand the concept of spot trading, trust me, you will definitely be able to do very well with futures trading. So the next thing that we have to look at now is sorry, my network is a bit slow. Just permit me. Okay, so the next thing, sorry, just allow my this thing to come up so that I can continue the class. I'm just waiting. Network seems a bit slow and all that and stuff like that. So I don't know why. I don't know why the network is being slow. I think I still have sufficient data. Um so um okay, so hmm, just a moment. Okay, sorry, let me just switch to 4G and see if the network becomes better. Sorry for this inconvenience. Okay, so let's get back to class. Wow, I don't know why Binance is delaying me. Why it keeps writing network anomaly. Okay, but if you can hear me anyways, let me just explain. I don't know if it's possible for trades to come up. Okay, good and fine. I will still be able to explain to you how this stuff works. So anytime the network comes back, you'll be able to gain access to it. So good and fine. So the next thing that we need to do is okay, sorry. Um, so the next thing we'll be looking at here is as spot. Okay, now I was trying to explain to you about spot limit. Now, limit is actually the price that you want your stuff to hit and get out of the market. Now, why this stop? This one is called stop. Sorry, I don't have the candlesticks to show because of network. But let's just proceed. Now, why these candlesticks actually show you precisely this stop? Sell for me at 100. But at the same time, while you're doing this for me, please. Now that's actually usually in sell. I love to use stop limit in sell. So I then put a limit and I tell it if for any reason, imagine a stop loss around what $92 when you are doing what selling. So obviously, um, so obviously, sorry, just give me. So obviously, so the next thing now we need to look at here is so I've shown you stop. The same thing also applies for buy. And so when buying, when you want to buy a coin, you can make use of stop limit to say, okay, I want to buy at this price, but perhaps the market does not dip down to this. Let's say you want to buy at $50. but you notice that market to touch $55 and as for buy. So I've explained to you limit, market, stop limit. OCO is another one that allows you to do profit, but I don't want to talk about that here. Um, One cancels the other. That's the way it works. A particular trade will have to cancel another trade. I don't want to go into that and all that. You choose your price, your limit, and all that, and how you want it to function.